Hey sports bettors, my name is Boyd. I teach beginner and struggling sports bettors how to use the data-driven tools at OddsJam. What we have for you today is a handful of picks, handful of selections here in the early morning. It's about 7 o'clock in Denver. I'm in the mountain time zone, so we're going to get some morning selections in when the markets are kind of getting started and kind of getting warmed up. And again, the concepts are to teach you how to use the tools. So I'm going through and explaining how to use the positive expected value data-driven, market insightful tools at OddsJam to help you find profitable selections and help you understand how to hunt and how to identify those over and over again. Again, this is a handful of the picks that we'll make throughout the course of the day. So again, this is just conceptually to help you get it and see it and know that this is the way to go. So let's get into it. All right, guys, here we go. First pick of the day, we got Wizards Lakers. I want to remind you, too, if you need to get signed up for OddsJam, please use Boyd20, BOYD20. So you can save 20% off your first 2 months. You have to have the tools, guys. You have to have the tools to help you use this. And again, these picks are just a handful in the mornings that I show you just conceptually how to use it. But get that tool, get that thing set up. Here we go. So again, Wizards, Lakers, player rebounds like Kuzma under this 135 here at Caesars. That's the play. You see also at 365, they're at minus 135. Here's what I like. I like this bet online at minus 157. So if these guys are at 157, and they showed a big drop in the 136 where everyone else is right now, and then they got a big influx of money coming in, that tells you something. That's an indicator that you got a lot of sharp people coming in on this side of things, especially early in the morning. So for that reason, that's why we're going to move forward here on this Caesars. Worst case, you can run over here to DraftKings, minus 140, 5 cents different, but that would be the play under 8.5 rebounds, Kuzma. All right, second pick, player prop here, Nuggets Heat, player assists. And we scroll down here where we found Mr. Butler. And I like the over here. If you can get this minus 115 at Fanatics, that's great. I don't have Fanatics right now, so I'm going to be playing this at the minus 120, either at MGM or at DraftKings. And the reason why is Bet Online is this minus 126, and also to Pinnacle, Sharper Sportsbook. Although we don't lean on them as much as the player props, is actually 151. So again, what they had is a lot of action coming in from the original 118 when they opened up, and they're all the way down that way. So there's a lot of money coming in that direction. Again, buying this for a low price of minus 120, and that's the reason why we would set it up in that fashion with DraftKings here minus 120, or certainly the 115 in Fanatics. But again, these guys being at 151, getting it at a, they're at that level for a reason. These guys are also juiced up to minus 126. So again, buying at that level is the way to go. On the over 4.5, Jimmy Butler assists. All right, third play we have going here is Rockets Suns, player assists. Again, player assists, the player prop bet. As we scroll down here, we're looking at Mr. Durant. Kevin, what do you got? I like the over 5.5 at plus 105. It's best price on the board, and you can get that at DraftKings here, plus 105. And the reason why, again, you can see them at minus 118. Pinnacle, Sharper Sportsbook, they got a big drop. They were at plus 113. Bam, they moved 39 cents. Huge, big time move. Got a little bit of buyback there, but not much. The other component we're comparing this to is Bet Online. Bet Online also had a nice drop from the open up at plus 104 down to minus 114. And so for those reasons, we feel like these guys are sort of standing around with their thumbs in their ass and don't have a pricing adjustment, or they're not getting any influx just yet of this play. So maybe these guys are. But in the meantime, we're going to take them plus 105. Kevin Durant over 5.5 assists. All right, guys, here's a play. Memphis, East Carolina on the point spread. And looking at the Tigers here at minus 3.5. Here's why. Pinnacle, Sharper Sportsbook, one we trust really, really well relative to mainline bets, especially college, NBA, NFL, etc. They were 20 hours ago at minus 105. They've moved all the way down to minus 115. Okay, that's encouraging. That's a nice 10-cent jump. That the direction seems to be going that way. Circa, very, very sharp sports book as well. Not a lot of data on, so that's not good. But we do like the fact that it kind of flattens out here at 4.5, so this would be a play at 3.5. I don't like it at 4.5. So again, you can play this at Bet to MGM minus 115. Certainly Caesars at minus 110. Pretty sharp in some cases. FanDuel's minus 114. That's not the best price. So again, minus 110 best price. ESPN Bet, a couple different places here, a couple different locations, just mainly going on direction of the market with Pinnacle here on this. So it's a small play, but looking at Memphis minus 3.5. All right, guys, this section of the video is Albany, New Hampshire college hoops. Now, the first thing you ask yourself is, who in the fuck is betting on Albany and New Hampshire college hoops? So I bring that up because when you pull up the lines here, you see it's kind of a flat, money line minus 120. There wasn't any chart action on Pinnacle. Bookmakers at minus 125. Open that up, and actually it's gone from minus 145 down the other way, which is a little bit confusing because they've had their money line or their point spread go from 0, -1, -1, -2, -2, -2.5. So that's dropping it down to reflect that price of minus 125. So it's gone that direction. That being said, if you flip over here to the chart, right, when you come over here to the odds screen, you can see here Albany and the charts at -1 at Bookmaker. You pull up their charts, you can see they're going the other direction. So this seemingly is saying, hey, money's coming in here on New Hampshire, and so they're trying to make this juice to the +1. Just telling me that, okay, here we go, playing on the under here. You can't see it says 3.68%. The bet size recommended at $200, but of course you can vary that however you want to see fit. This was at circa at under 148.5 and a nice width of 27. So we like this play. Let's keep looking at it because I have more angles to check out. All right, again, this is on the Fullerton Long Beach State Hoops game. If you scroll over here to your right, you can see Pinnacle minus 131. They got a lot of good chart movement too going that direction. So I really like the fact that it's gotten 33 cents of juice going that route. So we're playing this under the best you possibly can. So I think this 147 would be fine. If you can take a look at the 365, that's an opportunity. The minus 117 is a bookmaker. That's a global or an offshore book, so I don't have that. But I think the best price here is going to be this minus 110-ish. Also, I looked at Sportrade and Novig. They're two betting exchanges. They're juiced pretty heavily on the 148.5 too. So this 147.5 is probably your best bet. You can play that at BetMGM. You can play that at FanDuel. These guys are always a little bit juiced higher when that's the play. So what I like about this, what I'm saying is, I've seen tendencies typically that if this under is the play, they juice it really heavy at minus 125, figuring if someone's going to take it, they're going to charge them extra, whereas these guys don't do that, So these guys sort of are an indicator many times of what direction I'll take this based on what they do and go play it elsewhere just because their pricing is very, very selfish. Also, same with these guys. These guys are pretty juicy at times. So knowing the different books, knowing the different markets can kind of give you the answer to the test. And again, if you need the OddsJam tools, get yourself signed up using that promo code BOYD20, because that's going to get yourself in position to take advantage of all this information and use it on your own 24/7. So let's take a look at that. Let's play this Fullerton Long Beach State under 147.5 for a nice candy bar. Okay, next positive EV play we're looking at. We're going to scroll down here. We like the under. We're going to show you here in a minute the little better pricing. This would be under Hawks Nets, small edge, but let's take a look at the chart. You got an outstanding 12 market width, which is a really good thing because this means that basically with Pinnacle, only a 12 cents difference, and so that's a confidence level in their pricing. So let me show you the charts. Okay, here's the Hawks Nets total that I mentioned. You can see here FanDuel minus 108 price on the under 223.5. Best price is minus 105 at ESPN Bet. So if you have that, go get that. Here's why. Now, I'm going to show you the overnight lines. They got hit late they started it up around 226.5, 227. Major drop overnight line, dropped it way down to that minus 101. It's kind of kept bleeding into that minus 120 at Pinnacle. Let me show you some more. Okay, so you can see all the color changes. The reds mean it's a change going in that direction. This line's getting a little more towards the under here in this Nuggets game. So again, this gives you the direction of the market, but we're focused on this Hawks Nets game under 223.5. Best price FanDuel, as I mentioned, minus 108. That's what I went ahead and played. I've also looked this up on Sportrade and on Novig. They're a touch higher, a little more juicy on the 223.5. So the best price right now is that 223.5 at FanDuel. Now, again, what I want to show you here is a bookmaker, a Sharp sports book. Wow, they started up, as I mentioned, 226 down all the way down to 222.5. Get that 223 is a little bit better. You get to a point where the value, if you waited on this till later in the day, could be really completely sucked out. You hope that you didn't miss it already. But this is what I'm talking about. You want to hit it when you're going with the flow, going with the smart guys, right? You want to be with the smart guys, not the dumb guys. Dumb guys are going to be, these guys are also in the same direction. This is Pinnacle, 227. They're also doing the same mirrored action. So the smart action, the big boys putting big bucks down, are, taking the under on this game, taking the under. And so, again, we hope we didn't miss any pricing opportunities, which is why we're taking the best price here at 223.5. Again, if you need this tool, you got to have this tool to find this information, to use these on a consistent, daily, constant basis. So make sure you get signed up for the OddsJam tools. Again, promo code BOYD20, BOYD, saves you 20% off. Got to have these tools, guys. It's how you make money in positive EV betting. And this is just part of the tip of the iceberg of all the information. All right. All right, guys, there's a handful of games. And again, just kind of showing the concepts of how to use the tools. You need the tools. You want to get the tools, make sure you use Boyd20. It's going to save you a little bit of money at OddsJam. And after you get that signed up and get that going, message me. Let me know how you're going. We can set up a one-on-one phone call to talk to you about your situation, where you're located, and then play this to your advantages, whether it's player prop bets, alt markets, anything and everything you need. So I'm here to help. So once you get signed up, let me know. Say, hey, Boyd, all set, one-on-one consultation. It's free. What do you need, a half hour, 45 minutes, whatever the case, to kind of chat and get connected on what you're doing. Want to help, want to see you be profitable. It's a hell of a lot more fun when you're making money, and this is a way to do it through these methods and these systems and these strategies. And so there's plenty more to go. In-game betting, live betting, arbitrage, so much to it. You can really do a lot with these tools, and if you just know how to use them, it can make your life very, very much less stress-free and a lot more fun. So appreciate you stopping by. Make sure you join the channel. Make sure you like it, and to give any feedback, let me know. Let's go make some mathematics.